Are you tired?
I am tired, but I mean, I'm happy tired. Not like sad tired or exhausted tired. I'm just like, I'm living my life with friends tired. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are two crazy ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon in that way. Every single time we find friendship, you'll be alerted to it.
We stink.
Well, we stink about...
not stink,
smelling.
Not smelling stink.
We stink about vlogging, but here's the thing. It's only...
I like to be in the moment.
It's only been since keto that I have found childlike friendship again.
Yes.
You know, that kind of friendship where you're like, you want to go play stickball and we'll stay out until
Nobody
like
ever wanted to play with me.
the street lights come out. Okay, you say that like you never had a friend.
No, because I was the fat kid.
Well, I was the fat kid too, but I know for a fact, talking to your sister, that you did play outside with other children.
Yeah, but it was kind of forced.
I think that is a little bit in your head.
Okay.
I think that if you decide no one likes me, then you only ever see no one likes me. I think that if you decide, I mean, and this is what we tell other people, right? Other people are going to say, hey, I've never been liked before, so I'm not going to come out to a conference because I'm going to be by myself.
Right.
So at some point, you have to just decide, I'm
gotten
likable.
Better at that. It's just as a kid, I was like really picked on because of my weight, but now I like this keto community because we're among friends. We all get each other.
But I'm going to tell you, it's not because you've lost weight that people find you to be friendly. I think that...
Oh, it's definitely in my head.
You've lowered your defenses.
Yes.
Therefore, you're ready for friendship.
Yeah.
So, and it's the same for me. I'm not like, telling you something I haven't had to like traverse myself, because I think that you can put out a vibe that's like, no,
stay back.
Not open to friendship.
Right. Well, that's why we say, like, if you're going to KetoPalooza, people, especially the way Autumn has designed KetoPalooza, if you go to KetoPalooza and don't come back with a friend, I don't want to sound mean, but that's on you.
Yeah.
Because she has set up and designed KetoPalooza to help us make friends amongst people who all understand each other.
I think it kind of is like an Uno game. If you've ever played Uno. And so you have to start Uno with 7 cards, right? And so the dealer is like, you're getting 7 cards and you get 7 cards and you get 7 cards.
I get 8 cards.
Right. The 7 cards are in front of you, but it's going to be on you to pick them up and play them.
That's true.
Are you going to play them? Yeah. I mean, she's going to deal them. So decide, hey, the next opportunity for me to interact with somebody, I'm gonna play this card. I am going to interact. Like, I may not win the game. I may be out first even, right? But I'm at least going to participate.
Yeah, I mean, it's like in mid-January, we set up a cruise for our channel supporters just to hang out.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's a place where people can go, and you could be on a boat with 4,000 other people. Yeah. And then just be like, hey, I'm going to eat dinner with a bunch of friends. I'm going to maybe do a scavenger hunt with a bunch of friends, but you can do things on your own and do things apart. But it's like an introduction into, let's have some people to hang out with.
And I'm going to tell you that if there isn't the interest for this cruise, and let's just say like it just doesn't work out and people are like, this isn't a good time. We're going to try
it one other time because it's such short notice.
We're not going to give up.
No.
That's the thing. Our past Joe and Rachel would be like,
nobody likes me.
If nobody, if this does not work, this one effort that I put into it, I'm not trying anymore.
Right.
So like we are also not asking you guys to do something that we're not willing to do.
Right.
So if we're saying, hey, we want you to take some first steps into community, we're going to be vigilant to take the next steps for ourselves into community.
So back to us thinking, Chris and Miriam have been here since Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
And it's now Thursday. And we haven't really videoed anything. Now, we did do a lot of stuff. Well, we mostly did diving. Because that's why they came here. Because they live in Utah. And we have scuba diving here. We have scuba diving year round here. So they came in Monday and we went to the shop. We got all their gear. We hung out. This is a real quick recap of our week. Tuesday, we went diving in the morning. The afternoon trip got canceled because there weren't enough people on the boat.
So we did a beach dive.
So we went beach diving. Rachel went beach diving. And she had an ear infection last week, and it probably wasn't cleared up, and she got water trapped in her ear.
Yeah.
So now she couldn't dive the rest of the week. Wednesday, we went diving. And then, food. Tuesday, we had steaks one day, right? We had burgers.
Well, we had burgers.
Right.
We had wings one day.
Tuesday, we had wings. Monday, we made burgers. Tuesday, we ate wings. Wednesday, we went to
all you can eat steakhouse.
All you can eat Rodizio Grill and discovered cheese.
Cheese, glorious cheese. There is a special cheese that's like a Brazilian cheese that they bake.
It's like cheese curds that they bake.
And it stays together. It stays more dense, more like a frying cheese. It's not necessarily frying cheese because they're
really
baking
good.
it, but it was really good.
I need to stay out of Brazilian supermarkets because if I find it, I'm in trouble.
I know. My first thing was to Google or MapQuest the closest Brazilian supermarket, and then I actually immediately abandoned that trip.
So we got that new Schwenk grill, that 1500 degrees.
Yes.
Can you imagine taking that cheese and putting it on the platter
underneath? Don't put your mind to it.
That would be really, really.
Don't put your energy to it.
We might need to do that later on today if we get back in time.
We gonna lose Joe.
And then today we're going diving. We're just waiting for Chris and Miriam to get over here. We're gonna go over to the boat. We're gonna go diving, and then I think we're just gonna hang out. We have our live stream tonight. And I got a new Schwenk grill, and we're going to cook steaks and a lobster that I caught yesterday.
Yay!
So for dinner tonight, we're going to have surf and turf, but it is mostly turf. We caught a lobster while we were diving, so I figured we're going to go ahead and cook up that lobster. In addition, we're going to have some ribeyes. We're going to have leftover chicken wings from the other day. And also, I'm going to try to make a carnivore donut. So we got our lobster tail here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of salt in there. And then we've got 2 ribeyes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of bacon grease, and we're going to brush that all over this steak. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take some Redmond's organic garlic pepper, and we're going to season one side and then go over and do the other side. Now we're just going to let this come up to room temperature until Chris and Miriam get back, and then we're going to cook it up on our Schwank grill. Now let's talk about these almost carnivore donuts. This is just something I'm trying. I have no idea if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to cook, and I certainly don't know how it's going to taste. But basically what I've done is I took an onion and I made really thick onion ring slices, like about this thick each one. I took an onion ring out here, and then I put ground beef, and then I put a smaller onion ring, and then I wrapped the entire thing in bacon. Basically making a donut. Now, if this works out and it tastes good, we'll make a video on it, but first thing we have to do is try it.
Okay, so in typical Rachel fashion, I enjoyed hanging out with my friends instead of vlogging.
Miriam did the same thing.
0.0 amount of vlogging. But we have had such a great week. It's gone by like way too fast though. Yeah. As it always does.
It's not over yet.
It's not over.
Have another day.
We have one day.
I know, but this is when it's like it's back to school and it's like the Sunday before Monday.
Hours are gonna be over.
Right. And so now I've got like, you know, I gotta enjoy this so hard right now. But we've had really easy food. I think we haven't really thought about the food all that much, really. It's just whatever we could eat in the car between dive trips.
Yeah. Hold on. I would like to point out that Rachel's been waking up really early and making amazing food. She has been putting a lot of effort and time and energy into what we've been having, so thank you.
It's
been really a lot of fun.
It is my dream to picnic. Picnicking is something that I just think is super fun, and it was something that we did as a family like growing up because it was cheap, but it's like a change of location. So anytime we can pack a cooler, I really get excited about it. Yeah. You know?
Well, no, what was so fun was the stuff that you made was finger food, but it was still keto, and it was different than what I was expecting. Like we had the little pizza bites, which was just pepperoni and cheese, and you put it in the oven, and it had some sauce in it.
Yeah.
It was just like this little circle that I could eat with my hands. And then the little corn dog things, it was sausage with a batter around it, and that was so delicious and filling, and it was really fun to eat because they're so little and cute.
And I think that sometimes we like get stuck thinking that the hand food that we used to eat, I can't eat anymore. And then we just get stuck instead of thinking like, how can I make this work? Like I need something that I can put in my hand and eat. And there, if there's a will, there's a way. Yeah. And so we needed something and we made it. So I think that getting creative is a fun part of keto because you know what? I used to be boring. Like honestly, when we would go out picnicking or something, the kids always used to joke about those orange crackers. Yeah. We used to get the orange
like the peanut butter crackers.
Lance crackers.
Yes, we did too.
And it was like, is that really a bad thing? That like, was that such a high level of like magnificent eating that like if we can't have those like dry stale crackers that usually would bump up against something and be crushed.
Yes, and then you're always fighting over who has to have the crushed one.
Exactly, because they don't look the same. So, I mean, just letting go of that mentality and figuring out something new, it's really fun. And it makes it even more fun when I don't have to explain, hey, we're doing something different because you guys eat the same way we do.
It's just so nice.
And
it's so refreshing to just know when we're with you everything is safe.
Yes, that is really nice. That it's just that you can be together with friends. Everything is safe and you don't know, they're not going to like raise an eyebrow if like I'm just eating lunch meat wrapped around a cheese stick.
Yeah.
Joe was eating lunch meat on cheese that he was using his leg as a table. And that was awesome.
Yeah, what were we calling that? We were calling that ham leg, and it was like, that is Joe's ham leg, and of course I have to go there. It's like that's what attracted me to him because he has a ham leg. Hey baby, look at my ham leg.
Okay, we have our grill up to temperature. It is 1500 degrees, so we are going to put our steaks on. First thing we do is slide that out, and we slide that out. Then we put our steaks right over the bowl. Put this thing back in and raise it up.
Oh wow, this looks absolutely delicious. I identify these are steaks and this is a lobster tail. But what is this? Is this a donut?
That is an almost carnivore donut.
Okay, what's almost about it? What's the almost?
It's got onion in it.
Okay.
So I basically took an onion ring and then I stuffed it with ground beef and then wrapped the entire thing in bacon.
Oh, hello. Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Let's see what it looks like.
Ooh, look at that, yeah. Completely wrapped. There's the bacon. There's the onion in there. This was a good call. This looks disgusting. All right, what you got there, friends?
I've got this burger concoction, which I'm going to try in a minute. Then I've got some steak with chimichurri because I've discovered I love chimichurri. I've got one of your pepperoni pizza bite
Basically,
things.
it's just a toppings bite.
Okay.
It's all the toppings off the pizza without the crust.
I like that. And then I've got some leftover wings. We're going to go ahead and try this concoction. Oh my God.
It's good.
It's legit.
Like the onion is like just enough.
Mm-hmm.
God bless Chris Bear and Miriam because we have no furniture for like company. Like I do not have a dining room table. Okay. There's not even like a sectional, and like we're just eating on toddler furniture. But like they're rolling with it. That's
what Cub Scout camp. I've had a lot worse than this.
Right. At least we're indoors. Right. We're eating indoors. So you had some lobster and.
Yes.
What
Joe
you got?
Actually caught. And I've got some of the chicken wings, the steak, some of that amazing, what's called
almost carnivore donut.
It's not a carnivore donut because it does have the onion, but see.
Keto donut.
I am willing. So I eat vegetables for entertainment purposes.
There you go.
And I think onions and garlic have a place in my proper human diet. And yeah, onions have as many carbs as tomatoes, but I don't eat a lot of them, and they're really good.
Yeah, just like one for flavor, really makes a huge impact. And Miss Miriam is at the kitty table. Like they're all kitty tables.
That's right. This is my favorite place. I actually like to sit on the floor because it elevates my legs.
Aww.
So I've always liked that anyway. So this is perfect.
So you've got some chicken wings.
Mm-hmm. I've got the lobster tail. I've got some chimichurri sauce in the middle, and then a piece of the burger with onion, and then this is a really delicious steak that we pre-cut up.
As you can tell, we are non-committal to like what is for dinner. Like it's always like
it comes out.
It's like a whole bunch of smorgasbord. Like we always loved a buffet, and I like having variety.
So we have to talk about that grill.
Mm-hmm.
That thing is awesome.
How long did it take to cook the steak?
60 seconds on each side, and then what, Chris, like maybe 2-3 more minutes to get to a medium rare, about 135 degrees. But it's seared it so awesome, and it's really cool to watch because you bring the steak all the way up, and it's got this just infrared across the top, and it's searing it and then dripping all the juices down below. And it's how a lot of restaurants cook their steaks. So, like, yeah, hats off to Robert Keto Savage for recommending that thing because it is awesome. And after I was done, I did the ground beef donuts. I don't know what to call it.
The keto donut.
I cooked them in there, and yeah, I put that up, and it like got the bacon going. I'll bet you those would be really good if we smoked them.
Oh yeah.
Then you get like smoked bacon wrapped around it, and then I put the lobster up there, and the lobster took like 2 minutes. So it was really good, and cleanup was super, super simple.
Okay, so I think that it bears showing what it looked like. You can see it's cooked, but you've got the perfect pink on the inside of this steak. So I was just telling Miriam that she makes a lot of people happy. Her and Chris both make a lot of people happy, and I'm one of them right now because we are heading out to Fort Myers.
We have to make a pit stop first.
With a slight detour because our son Anthony has locked his keys in the truck, and so we need to drive a little bit in the opposite direction in order to get him his second set of keys, which you did remember, right, Joe?
Yes.
Do you have them? Do you have your wallet?
Yes.
Do you have your phone? I'm on your phone. Okay, so yes.
No, I can't find my phone.
But I am starting the day with a creamy, thanks to Chris and Miriam's genius in Keto Chow.
Because ice cream as an adult?
Ice cream makes me happy all day long. So I am having maple waffle with bacon and nuts as a mix-in. Let me turn the camera around so you can see what everybody else is having. All right, Chris, what do you have?
I have raspberry cheesecake with nuts and bacon. It's really good.
And that is raspberry cheesecake 2.0.
I also have raspberry cheesecake with nuts and bacon, and it is very delicious.
And what do you have, Joe?
I have pistachio with bacon and peanuts because we don't have any pistachios. I'm going to put this thing between my legs and eat it while we drive.
So we are on our way home. We have do I have like beef in my teeth?
Maybe.
Maybe a little bit. I actually had a piece of carnivore chips that like went down the wrong hole, and it was like reminded me of like old TV shows where someone swallows popcorn wrong and they're like it's like, that's classy. But we did have a little struggle with the RV. We did get it back and the roof is fixed, but yeah, it looks really cute. Welcome back, Eleanor. But what was wrong?
So we have a special hitch called the Hensley hitch, which basically eliminates trailer sway. If you've ever driven a heavy RV or a heavy trailer, your trailer can go like this. And it's very scary. Like, you get like white knuckle driving and it makes you never want to drive a trailer. Some of that is caused by not having a big enough truck. A lot of it is caused by not weighting your trailer properly. And then some of it's just like wind and tractor trailers passing you. So the Hensley hitch eliminates that because you no longer use a balls. Instead, it almost turns you into a fifth wheel. But you have to have a special piece on your car called a stinger, which goes into like a hole on the RV. Stop, Rachel, I know what you're thinking. So they couldn't figure out how to use it, so they decided, let me just take off this entire Hensley hitch. And in the process, they broke it. So Chris and I had to basically take apart the grease fittings and fix it, and now we're covered in grease.
It's Miriam finds my dirty hands really attractive. I don't know why.
It is. It's very like, oh, you're taking care of the greasy things in our life, and your fingernails look amazing.
Yeah, right? So fortunately, I always have tools in my trailer. I always have tools in my truck. And we were able to fix it. We actually called Hensley, so shout out to them. And he's like, this is what's wrong. There's a little pin in there, and they probably tried to force it up and put a little burr on it so that the pin can't retract. And once we figured that out, we took apart the fitting, put it up in there, banged it together, and now it's working, and we're driving, and we'll be home probably about an hour and a half or so, and then we're gonna go eat dinner.
So we want Brazilian steakhouse one more time before Chris and Miriam go home. But we are in a very busy highly trafficked mall area. Like there's like the good movie theater is
and we
here.
don't want to drive all the way home to have to come back because it's kind of like on our way and it's 30 minutes away from our house.
So we're gonna take up all of the parking spaces
at the movie theater.
Oh, we're those people.
On a Friday night. We just took up 10 spaces.
Oh, we're those people.
But we're gonna get Brazilian steakhouse.
So the best part of coming to a Brazilian steakhouse often is that like people get to know you. And so there is a waiter here named Miguel, and he totally gets us. In fact, he's telling the other people that are serving us different cuts of meat, they don't like well done. Don't bring well done to their table. Like they like medium rare. So which is amazing. Like he is the awesomest waiter freaking ever. If you come to Rodizio in Dania Beach, ask for Miguel. He is the coolest. He also knows that we have just a slight obsession with this Brazilian cheese that they bake, and it stays together like a frying cheese, but it bakes up like poofy and buttery. It is amazing. I cannot say the name of it, but we will try to write it across the screen here so that you can see what it is, because it is freaking delicious. Dinner was amazing. I've got my pajama pants on already. I'm ready for bed.
It's been a long day. I mean, we drove all the way to Naples or Fort Myers.
We would end the night with coffee, though. But I'm just like, I'm one of those people who can drink coffee and it doesn't keep me up.
We ate so much of that Brazilian cheese. Like, I need a cheese break.
We probably do. But it was so good. I literally want to find a Brazilian market tomorrow and find that cheese.
So the waiter came back and was just like literally brought an entire tray of it just for us.
Yeah.
And started like, you want 10 pieces? You want 12 pieces? And like, we literally ate an entire tray of that cheese.
I had 2 pieces left on my plate and could not bear to part for it. So I broke the rule of all you can eat places, which is...
You brought it home with you?
I put it inside of a little napkin and brought it home. You're not supposed to bring food out of a buffet, but I'm like, all this is doing is going to go in the trash, and I just can't trash this cheese. Like, thought of those 2 little circles of cheese being trashed made me sad.
And we did then get out to the RV, parked in a parking lot, spread across 10 spaces.
You're that guy.
And we were then, at that point, the parking lot was now full. And as we're walking to the car, it was like the walk of shame because there's cars circling the parking lot and going, I need a space. And here we come. Hey, we're about to open up 10 spaces. All you people, You're about to get a space.
I was going to say, how many times do you leave your parking space and 6 people benefit from it?
Right.
Rarely.
So Chris and Miriam headed back to their hotel because they got a super early morning. Their flight leaves at 7 a.m.
I have a date with our granddaughter tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
Lucky me.
So overall, it was a great trip. Today was a great day. We had a fun time driving. Just
chatting.
Sometimes driving is kind of boring, but when you're driving with friends and stuff, I didn't feel like we drove for 2 hours each way. I mean,
Miriam and I were doing an Amazon search of different clothing because the kids are getting ready for homecoming dances and stuff like that, so she was looking for dresses and looking for a jacket, and I was looking for is there anything I want to buy for KetoPalooza coming up? Let me tell you, we ran into some crazy outfits, things that I can't imagine anybody wearing. It was just too crazy for me to wear. How crazy is that? But it was some fun.
So overall, great day. Great few days just hanging out with friends. Really appreciate just being able to take that time and being able to be off the couch. I mean, we got a lot of diving in, right?
So much diving. And again, it's a vacation for them, for us, where the focus is not food.
Yeah.
The focus was on friendship, on diving, on exploring Florida. But, it was almost like the food was sidebar.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to know that you don't have to stop every hour. There was it was even what we were gonna do for dinner was kind of afterthought. What do you want to do? Maybe we should eat. what do you want to do? Oh, okay. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, if I don't eat right now, like I'm just going to pass out.
Right.
It's kind of nice when you have the ability to have those kind of trips.
It is very nice. And even though I packed road food, we weren't really digging into it like I would think we would be.
Let's get rid of the nuts, though.
I know. They were so good, though.
I ate too many nuts. Too much cheese, too much nuts.
I was making a trail mix with, like, everything in the kitchen sink. And that's a great thing because, you know, you're like, okay, I've got a few of these crackers. I've got a few nuts. I have a few freeze-dried strawberries. Like, but I don't have enough where everybody
Just throw it all together.
can have a serving. Throwing it all together worked perfectly.
Well, that is going to be the end of this vlog. Now, again, if you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take a look at the most recent videos I'm going to put right over here.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way, subscribe to our channel, and click the little bell icon, and that way every single time we hang out with friends, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time. Bye.
Bye.